who winner of that one will see themselves into the semi-finals. But this is a do or die. Well, it's not do or die because you got the lower bracket here, but I think it's important for GODSENT in the series is we...
Do or cry.
Do or cry. Trundle, jump, leap, and we're in.
Oh, yeah, and an interesting smoke that's led to double out of Lato. This is quite the start. Tizian's at least making it interesting, but look at them. Look at that CT. Who is that? Barton is being a real cheeky beaver.
Head down, bum up, and now the smoke's going to fade.
And
hello, everybody.
And, oh, what a shot. Gets the info on both. Triple Tetris, now ramp. Taco to clutch. Spots him, not looking the right way, doing the flashbang dance. This is looking great for a recovered GODSENT pistol. And as we discussed, P and the rest. It's an important one. Oh, they've called the bluff perfectly.
He just needs to sit it here.
He does, but the smoke's sticking away.
If he sits it, he could get it done here, but...
Twice he could have done it done.
I don't think he knows he has a kit. Taco, that's it, mate. That's it.
What was this?
Oh, I thought Gade was close. Now he has to the defuse. Gade, he's done enough time with the essence. Headshot comes on through, and it all falls apart. 3 kills for Gade, and we'll call that a big pistol.
Yeah, it's almost like the smoke was a disadvantage for him.
Yeah, because normally in that situation, Gade actually should have probably lost that round, right? Because in that situation, when the smoke drops, you're expecting the player to gravitate towards it. So Taco was trying to lure him in, right? It's like Burley in the water. He's going fishing. But not to be the case. And Lato did hit a couple of bangers. You thought Barton was probably good for 1 or 2, but the smoke fades and they're all looking his direction. And yeah, Gade, he didn't actually push forward. So very fortunate Taco didn't sit the defuse. And now GODSENT, well, they will be staring down the barrel of an eco. We saw them go for 4 spies on Inferno. Not to be the case here on Mirage. A Zeus for dumau. Starter pistols for the rest.
Oh, we might get the sound effect here. Everyone's favorite.
Ah!
I can always trust your conviction, Chad. I appreciate it.
I never back down.
Oh, I know.
You put me on the spot, you want me to do accents? Probably not, but you say, do the Zeus noise.
Yeah.
Whenever you want.
You're dependable.
Whenever you want. We should turn that to an alarm noise, right? Put that on the... That's how people turn that into like on repeat, and that can be like a wake up to ah!
Yeah, and you could sample it as well, like lay a beat on it. You could kind of, you go...
And then we can get Nothing Jordan Gilbert in there to rap over the top. Trace on the drums.
Rushing long, flashes, faces
making my way down long, rushing fast, faces past, and I'm A-bound. As the guns are out.
Yeah, and syrsoN is whipping his out onto the table. Look at him. Straight in and out. Never mind. Felps has done the okie dokie.
Is this phase or is this big right now?
I know, right?
What is going on?
What a new look. Look at 1 minute 33 as the bomb goes down.
I like this big. This big can stay.
Can we keep them, please?
Yeah, I much prefer this style of Counter-Strike. This is not the type of big we had. The structure, the slow, well, the headshots, that's what we're talking about. 3-0, the Germans with some momentum here. They're feeling themselves.
Yeah, I mean, straight up just mojo right now. I love that. And you can see they are too. Just
Miles, it's unusual.
It is. And I think NK can just take a seat as he does. You know what, boys? I think you're fine. I think you're rolling exactly as you need to. We are looking to see a likely...
Das ist lustig?
Lustig, ja, sehr gut.
Ja?
Sehr lustig.
Ja, auf geht's.
Aber ja, mein Deutsch ist sehr schlecht.
And out mid again. This is just, it's a completely different looking team, and the headshots keep on coming. Tizian onto Taco. TTT.
Yeah, Barton's been the only saving grace for the boys, and good control of the MAC-10 to make a very quick 4 rounds in a row. Oh no, through the smoke as well. dumau's been peppered. Molotov'd. And syrsoN wants himself some more cash. Don't forget, he's farming up for his AWP fund.
Don't worry about that. Just keep rushing with those AKs, boys. This is another good start here for Big, right? If we combine the starts of both halves, it was 6 rounds in the first half of Inferno, then 5, so that's 11 here. Well, you guys do the maths. They're up to 15 in terms of just hot starts out the gates.
Yeah, you're right.
How far can they keep this going, right? So we are going to see the full buy for GODSENT now. You'd love to see them get on the board here, right? We've been singing the song of them and their year so far. It's accomplishment after accomplishment, but you don't want to see them go down like this. dumau this time is going to be bringing out the big green for their defense, or get in the hands of Lato and a defuse kit for Barton. So if we get into a post-plant situation, we could be on, but we're looking quick again, straight towards B.
Yeah, this is going to be that.
It's a rush. Taco's the only one here.
Yeah, he's not going to have any chance. This nade would have to be God's gift to the earth. And it's nothing. And Taco is dead. Damn, Gade. That's his 7th frag, round 5. Fortunately, Felps puts his name in the feed, keeps it slightly interesting, because now the bomb loose. tabseN gone, he'll be able to pull the strings from the sideline.
It's a nice little upgrade to take right there. Still got a bunch of utility left over. Mollies, smokes, they can hold them at the door right now.
There's nothing for the retake bar, the smoke and flash on Barton's kit. That's something, in a big way, in fact, because syrsoN's dead, and if, Gade wasn't so sharp, they had a legs to this. Lato puts his name in the feed as well. Keto in a 1v2, quickly becomes 1v1. dumau upgrades to the AK. He's good on both, and that's nice a demonstration. Shot. That was a must-hit shot.
Big stuff. dumau's been good in patches here.
Great handling of that.
He can even go pick up his AWP after this. So the fact that that was a B-rush, you saw how quick it was. The MAC-10 on Tizzy, he was the first man in. The flight paths he took, it meant that Taco was just looking over towards kitchen. You could see how quickly they peeled that site open. Big will stomach their first round loss, but there's plenty of cash to splash here as far as the buy department goes. And for GODSENT, well, going to be a bit more troublesome. 2 FAMASes, 2 M4s, and that recovered AWP. But dumau getting it done. A nice try from Keto there. But let's see, do we stick with the pace or the big back down and go back to the spread? Top mid taken. That's the molly window there to extinguish a smoke, but Big didn't lob one out towards window early. They've used it against GODSENT here and have already been able to fortify top mid. This is no eyes, no presence, nothing whatsoever from the Brazilians right now as far as the mid corridor goes. felps in sandwich, Barton and dumau over towards CT spawn, having to take some space. Now Taco and Lato combined on B and stretching their legs up big.
Barton wants to be tucked in tight, baited by felps, and they're coming his way. dumau responsible for this, and Keto, I think dumau's caught a glimpse, or he just suspects. Oh, and he's got the reacts as well. Good tuck in from Barton. If he could find tabseN, it could very well have been curtains, but he keeps fighting. syrsoN missing. Won't get a second opportunity to that, and dumau's AWP. His impact is being felt. Ratting the smoke is Gade, hoping his teammate doesn't go down. And Taco seals the fate of syrsoN. So with 35 seconds, it's just a question of how far can the Dane push his limits. dumau will make it 3. Lovely lockdown from that CT AWP. The first we've seen from him here on Mirage, and he pays his worth. A lovely 3-piece.
Yeah, beautiful stuff now, and can actually start working on this CT side economy here if they can keep another one relatively clean. Money still there for Big for another buy, but this will be it until a save is required here. And good stuff from GODSENT now, not allowing Big to get off to too much of a string of rounds here out the gates. And yesterday, both these teams in the best of ones did play Mirage. So it was heroic going down to GODSENT. 16-13, I do believe, and FaZe fell to Big, and this was what we saw yesterday. syrsoN with the AWP taking the game into his own hands here.
He could even catch that info play on ticket. It's what he's posted up for. Oh, and he hits it. Just on the one-time zoom. felps Molotov'd off. Back's a turn. It doesn't matter. GODSENT up the creek. No paddle. And only one player left. Lato is on CT. He's in the right place, but they're not in any rush. And a white screen does mask that plant sound. No idea.
Yeah, he's dead. Look where tabseN is right now. He's already crept around the back line, so the warning shots coming out do nothing. He was gone regardless, and that is 5 for Big. They stopped the streak, and they put GODSENT into what should be timeout territory. An opportunity to have a discussion here with 3 players just over that 4K mark. Taco and Barton just around the 3K mark, and you'd love to take a bit of a breather here just to see what the best buy option would be. At these points in the game, you don't want to let it get away from you. Right? And if you don't take a timeout to discuss it now, which they haven't, you might make a decision you could sooner regret. They've gone in with an MP9, a FAMAS, and 3 M4s. Let's see if there's any fight in them.
Yeah, this could really lead them down a dark tunnel if this doesn't convert now. GODSENT full investment.
Look at this!
tabseN this time. Oh, and they do at least find a rebuttal. That is courtesy of dumau again. He is somewhat of a saving grace for this Brazilian squad, not far off on his shots. The silencer enabling him to take a couple more of those pot shots through the smoke. Tracer fire will betray tabseN down to 42.
Look at the flare of this.
So much pace to this.
Yeah,
and they're
right.
right.
Not scared of anything.
They're so right on the call. They're coming in short. They're coming into Taco's house, and they already know where he is. Good react from him. The fact he's not only alive, but caging this commit.
Another would be great here, Taco.
Oh, this is something else, and I'm not sure where the comms are. syrsoN spaced out and eliminated. This one is GODSENT every day of the week.
Oh, and look at what they're vacuuming up here. AKs, AWPs, that's beautiful. That buy was on a knife's edge. The fact that they've been able to get this in their hands, great stuff. Some fighting GODSENT here, and this is exactly how the first half went over there on Inferno.
Yeah, but it was like a 4v1 here on B. I mean, Taco had to get the first. The second is the icing on the cake. And the third is, well, a bit of a funny one.
Yeah, I don't think syrsoN thought he would have got pushed there. So Taco really just taking it to them, throwing aggression with aggression. And the buyback out. Let's see how far Big want to push this. Jumped out, felps aggressive.
Ooh, this could end very quickly with a two-man mid commit. There's even three ready for the fight. Pop flash, all that utility now idle. And another body drops to follow. Lato joins his fallen comrade. This is a quick pace again. 90 seconds as we enter a 3v3 mid-round.
Yeah, this is nice. We are seeing some argy-bargy Counter-Strike here as...
Up the window, it will be acknowledged.
The timing.
Oh, dumau. Oh, he's let it slip.
We've all had one of those.
We all have. dumau just needs to not punch the glass table. Or, well, this one actually isn't glass. Just keep the fist down. Taco takes gade out.
Just all these fights, they keep coming so quick. Still a minute left on the clock right here.
Yeah, now we've got a very high-stakes game of wingman. syrsoN walking that bomb in, and he's ready for the potential slip. He knows the possibility. That reload may have been heard. syrsoN was right next to him. Keto is posted up hunting. Yeah, he has heard him. Oh, again syrsoN shot in the side of the head by Taco. And he's established a 1v1. Barton handed a manageable clutch.
With the AWP, though, he might want to get a rifle in his hands, and there he will. Khalil, that's not the best, but Keto is on half HP. Second 1v2 attempt for Keto here so far within these first 9 rounds.
Keeping it simple, keeping it standard. Dissipating kitchen, it's the right call. Barton has clutched up when GODSENT needed it most. All of that hard work and heavy lifting. Taco, another double. It's converted into a fourth.
Yeah, good comms there, knowing the AWP was on the balcony. Barton jumps up, gets that, and we'll even have the defuse. Lato, do you reckon we could maybe do something? How much attention did you pay when you watched June?
I didn't watch for all of June yet.
Okay. Well, so Paul's dad's name is Leto. Lato, Treaties.
Start dumping all of the
yeah, I'm sure I could.
lore.
I don't know. I'm not as well versed as like Duncan and Semler. I know that they've read a lot more novels than I think I'm 3 deep at the moment. But this is good. And the GODSENT boys, 5-4 in the Big favor, but Big now have taken a timeout just to talk through their options. Now, I wouldn't be surprised to see them go for a half buy. We saw them pull off that miraculous half buy round on Inferno, where taseR went huge right to close it out from behind. But they can stay pretty potent, and this is actually what I like to see from Big. This is more with current meta, right? So they've dropped a scout over to syrsoN. taseR's been given an AK. Some Galils are purchased up. This is what I like to see.
Yeah, okay, so that's really quite scary if you think about it. taseR, Keto, Tizian rifled and armored, and undeterred by the former round, they're just going to go for the mid-fight again, and this time Big less equipped. gade, though, only needs a pistol.
Gap in this.
Huge gap. Info. Oh, and a
nice
frag.
shot.
Nice from Lato. Precise with that silenced M4. And only a scout, so not a particularly domineering presence from syrsoN.
Yeah, but look, the fact that he's low is a problem, but he is great on the scout as well. I think during the online era, maybe even could have gone by saying the best scout player in the world. We tend to see him with the AWP in his hands more often than not.
Yeah, he had a up-and-coming YouTube channel as a youngster, only used my scout. He was doing DM sessions, posting the clips.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. It's a little-known fact about syrsoN. It's also a lie, just because I know sarcasm hasn't been received well.
No, not everybody gets it.
Yeah.
It's something which isn't trending yet in society. Sarcasm will get there. I think it's just a British thing.
Well, yeah, and Australian. You guys have got that down pat.
Yeah, bloody convicts. Anyway, smokes around. Here they come. 2 to ticket. So just going to post up. We'll just have to patrol. And there it is.
That's one for the channel. Imagine if he just
like,
bangs
subscribe,
ticket.
hit the bell.
Don't forget to hit the bell. Barton does hit Tizian's bell. And syrsoN unable to track on the cross back. Keto does lose his rifle. Yeah, I mean, he takes one with him. And syrsoN's going to go for an ambitious round-the-world maneuver, I think.
Hey, mate, it's a default plan. I'm not sure if you got the memo here, but Taco has learnt from the pistol, and he is just going to defuse. And we'll call that 5. Scoop up at the Galil. Little bit better, but the M4, even more so. Good stuff there. I'm getting excited about a weapon.
I was about to say the same thing.
Well, to be fair, like I enjoyed when we were in Copenhagen when the Danish crowd was getting excited by the Vito. That was something I've never seen before. I've never seen a crowd cheer for a Vito before.
Yeah, and the quiz questions, I was so impressed because they were the really hard questions, like deliberately. Like, you know, you'd have to have been playing and following the game intimately to answer them. But everyone seemed to be able to help the people out on stage with answers. Like, people have got a new found depth of knowledge, I think, or the fans are just extra knowledgeable. felps. Yeah, uncleared. And he's combined with dumau for a short lockdown. Big. Sent back to base. Looking to take the lead on the half and do so spotless.
6 is good. 6 is good. It will be a buy in the next tier. Loss bonus obviously maxed on out there. Sorry, 2,900 max will be in the next round loss. So plenty of cash for the buy. felps gets the final kill. And everybody stays alive. And alive. And alive.
We're on the same wavelength today.
It's musical in here today, guys. Bang.
So, GODSENT, huh? I mean, let's not forget that this, it looked familiar to Inferno. Big clan starting off with a ball terror, and now have lost the lead. Let's see if they can return to their winning ways as they did on the tail end of this half. felps, that is a risky little jiggle he's given there. You know there's a full buy in play, and syrsoN is currently just boosted up by his teammates to deal with any AWPing towards that connector.
This is very standard stuff from Big now. It's pacey out the gates. Now we've found ourselves in a bit more of a default scenario. Connector flash, felps blind, Lato up towards that vent room position here. So there's no real eyes on mid. It doesn't look like they want to fight, just want to oversee business. Lato drops down on the cinder blocks. Ooh. Oh, what a spin from Keto.
What in tarnation?
Well, that's a great way to start this round. Number advantage for Big now as they regather, retool, and join forces over towards A. Tizian up through the palace. tabseN to join him, and syrsoN coming along for the ride as Gade will be the lone attacker through ramp, and Barton is his first player to get through, lining up a smoke or two. And they've actually rotated away here. Barton is on an island right now. He needs 1, maybe 2 kills here. dumau and felps are rotating back. Maybe they heard a grenade pin pull.
Yeah, well, they certainly will now. The commitment starting to trundle, or I say trundle, walk through the palace position. The contact play. Martin will be taking that first contact. Allowed Gade, the stampeding footsteps. He confirms the presence is coming in from the front. And Tizian's hunt does bear fruit. 15 seconds as the bomb goes in. A longer round in the default. And a tap out of tabseN.
Nice shooting.
That should be the end of that. Just going to look to maybe even get the hunt on. Look at, who is that? Keto. He might start the hunt very early on into the piece here.
Yeah, cutting him off at the pass. Even Tizian's starting to run back through T-spawns here. So they want to take these rifles away. tabseN down through the underpass, meaning there'll be 2 players coming through B apartments and make that 3. Tizian's coming here as well. It's not like they have any utility for this, so this is very curious. You wouldn't be expecting 3 players through B apartments, and yeah, definitely not. dumau dead.
Yeah, now felps just going to be lucky if he can hold on to his M4.
Like a late B pop.
Yeah, the whole squad's here. And they'll find him. They get the info. They're going to jump into that window. He is alive. Just, but no AWP to be preserved. Does that have any sort of ramifications?
They can buy one, right? dumau has enough money to invest into one right now, so it's not the end of the world. It doesn't mean he will, right? He has 5-5. He has. So Kevlar AWP, I was curious if he wanted some util there. But yeah, tabseN a little bit cheeky there. It did look like a Keto kill, but it was actually tabseN from the site getting that. felps with 2 to finish it off. But he reserves his rifle for another round of play. Window smoke aggression. Now it's all on felps.
Oh, yeah, and he's actually been slowed by that initial tag. Doesn't finish the job. Felps retreats and looking for a dunk, but tabseN's far too wise.
Oh, they're creeping up ramp now. They know that there's been a response for mid-aggression. syrsoN able to post up and...
Oh, he gets the info as well. I mean, it's a two-way street, but...
Nice flash.
At least buys time for the cross back. That's a response in a big way. felps and Lato connect. One back. syrsoN's AWP still present. And gade taking a lot of space. This could be a gap that they haven't acknowledged. dumau is. Good count from OBS. Yeah, back turned. Smoke fades and felps strikes. There is a two-man advantage as the T's set sights on Taco's domain.
Yeah, Taco's turn now, and well, tabseN is low. He should be one here. Silence down 4. Bomb's going to get planted. Oh, it's a fake.
And it's a frag. Need a whole lot more out of syrsoN. He did connect one, masks the drop with the shot, and it works! Enough at least to find Taco. They have closed the gap. He can piece together a plant here at the bare minimum. dumau and Bartin quaking in their boots because it's syrsoN. And he's in form today. Hits them all, syrsoN! Absolutely gorgeous! 5 and the clutch. syrsoN is here to play today.
That's what you're looking for. That is what you're looking for. He's come into this event with something to prove. There's been questions around his star ability, and we're seeing it, and we're seeing it in the server right now. Great stuff from syrsoN here. You think Taco's done enough, but guess what? The masking of the sound, you thought it was a bit cheeky. It's more than cheeky. It secures them the situation. The bomb goes down, the scopes come in, and a smile creeps onto the German's face. Broken now, a GODSENT.
He almost looks bashful when he gets a good play. He's like, oh, I guess that was me. Did I do that? Was that me?
Great stuff there from syrsoN. Up to 13 now, and this should be the half one for Big, unless they stumble over their own shoelaces here. Keto, Tizian.
They're just so pumped up with adrenaline and testosterone. You can't break through. You can't touch them. Perfect. Stop Molly, Keto. What? Not that. Oh. Imagine. There's nearly 2 there. Well, that takes some cojones to crouch through a Molotov.
Yeah, a bit of a Tony Robertson motivational speech right there from Lato.
Yeah, that's nice to finish the job, but he'd love another heady.
Bang!
Not to be. Just playing with their food. There we go. Throws it down the gob eventually, and we are into the last round of our first half-second map, last series of the day.
How's that B stream going? Let me just have a little bit of a look on over to the NIP versus OG. Map number 1 was Inferno. That was OG's pick, and unfortunately for them, they lost that 16 to 13. And OG right now, they are up 10-2. CT side of Ancient looking really hot to trot over there. Voldo topping the scoreboard with 16 kills, and Flames recovering from that first map with 13. So if you want to check that one out, I think Alex said there was a bit of like a squad stream going on. But here we go, final round, and a fast B to finish.
Finish as they started, Chad, with pace, with confidence, and with an opening kill for the Brazilians. Make it 2. Lato and felps combine to repel, and it's almost identical to that of our first map.
Got another one in him? I don't think so.
The 1v5 again. Well, they are pushing him, and Taco will secure it. Call it 8-7. Okay, GODSENT swapping over to the attack. Big. Just 8 rounds separating them from the upper bracket, securing the playoffs. We'll be right back to find how this concludes.
Let's go, Alter.
Du bist so krass. Du bist so krass. Die haben
the start. And speaking of rounds, there's a very important one coming up, Chad, that so far has eluded the GODSENT squad.
Yeah, they could really use this pistol right here if they want to break the IEM winter curse of no best of 3s going 3 maps so far. Let's see. And that dialogue shift as the nades fly on over. We're headed A.
And they've got a lot to say. That's a quick click or two. Oh, and they're already battered and bruised. Taco, not long left for him. He's at the back of the pack, counting on dumau and that Glock. They can cancel, and they have.
They actually have you two left on dumau, right? They don't need to commit to this, even though they know, well, syrsoN is, they just chill on out. They can reconsider where they want to finish. And dumau staying close towards ramp. May get an opportunity to finish off an aggressive syrsoN here. Curiosity killed the cat. Keto up mid as well.
They're not doing a crazy fake, are they?
I mean, no. Like, Taco has the bomb and he's so low. I hate the fact that
they might
he could get isolated, but I like the fact that then didn't force the issues. So Keto is hearing these steps, right, from top mid.
Yeah, they're trying to convince him. syrsoN, he struggled to finish his meal.
That's convincing.
And yeah, very convincing. That's going to leave the B side open for business. This is going to be the proper hook, line, and sinker. Oh, it's so convincing. They may not even need the plant. If anything,
here comes the pistol.
Just crossing their T's and dotting their I's here, Chad, as the bomb will be going on down on the other side of the map.
Keto's about to get a bit of a rude shock here.
And that'll do nicely. Felps will take 3-2 for dumau. And those were like, it was a 3v5. It was up to those two. Given Taco's HP, they had to do it all. And with their powers combined, they do. First pistol for GODSENT of the series.
Yeah, great stuff there, right? And obviously, we could see it was a risk. I don't think you're expecting a Keto mid push right there. But if he had continued to go forward, maybe, just maybe, he finds Taco. So great stuff here to recover this round. And now, finally, we'll see if GODSENT can get off to a flyer of a start here. That's a good way to start this one off as they setting up for a very heavy A execute here. Let's see, does this one have all the bells and whistles? They definitely have the utility to do so, and if they go now, it is just tiziaN. syrsoN, tabseN both glued towards window. Keto on cat and gade forever away on the rotation ahead. tiziaN with a shot and a half.
Oh, that's so mean. A drive-by straight into felps. And this could be worse than the pistol if they were to concede. syrsoN Scout is out and about. For our Canadian listeners, his scoot is oot and a boot.
Smoke's going to start fading now. This is problematic.
It's okay. Bomb is down and after plan positions adopted. 3 coming in from connector side and bomb ticking. No kit. They'd have to hit something rather crazy. Duplicate what tiziaN was laying down. It looks like they've resolved their issues. A couple more where that came from around the smoke. Keto unable to connect on the dig. And 3 more clicks is all he's got left. There we have it. Converting the second of their victorious start here on the tee.
Yeah, good stuff. That could have gotten out of control, right? That showstopper of a deagle shot, it bought a bit of time for the rotation to come in, but Big were unable to wade their way through that utility, and GODSENT will swat them away here. Good stuff. Taco with 17 kills. He is leading the charge right now for his team. On the other side of things, it is syrsoN with 15 kills to his name. The rest of the squad are around 11, 10, 9 kills. And will be an eco. So GODSENT should be reaching double digits first as part of this one here. And they've been playing some good Counter-Strike. I'm liking what I'm seeing. Good that they're competitive here. Remember, waiting in that lower bracket, one of these two teams will have a couple of more matches to go. Got Gambit versus FaZe tomorrow, I believe.
Set to be a banger, I reckon.
Yeah.
Well, we can all fill our lungs with a fresh batch of oxygen and relax. Right, Chad? We can relax.
I'm never relaxed.
Oh, God. Okay. There's more where that came from, but the A site should go down. He's even pre-aiming it, Lato. The crosshair drawn. They've already demonstrated a capacity for damage and destruction. And don't forget about tiziaN. Now, all of this has been going on. He's actually tucked on in the palace. He's heard their retreat, but he's lost his teammates in the
they're aware.
The angle. Oh, and that's an even better shot. tiziaN's dig is warm.
Kicking up a bit of a stink here on some of these lower buy rounds. Just gade. And Lato will finish him off. Lato with the decent round there. I think that was 4 kills for him. So, no, it's eco bashing, but some of the harder kills in the game are against these pesky pistols. This is where the rifles are going to come out. syrsoN gets his favorite gun back in his hands. Kit for tiziaN. Silence them forwards for everybody. How do Big have anything to say about this? Because GODSENT have clearly come to play here today.
We do get that CT AWP in the hands of syrsoN, which is...
There's nobody B right now from Big, Alex.
Yeah, I suppose the short window of which the address 3-man mid will be adapted to syrsoN addressing apps.
Oh.
Yeah, that's well timed, and there's more like...
That's very early to be throwing util like that. I feel like they know something's coming. This is where prep for Big could be a good thing.
Oh dear, they collapsed. GODSENT.
They knew.
Completely battered, and Chad's convinced that there was some form of indication to give them that information.
Maybe watching the demos, and they always go for like a certain set piece on a round like that as the first gun round or something. But when are you never playing anybody B, right? When you, like what goes on? I know that syrsoN can pivot. Maybe the idea was to play a retake, but that to me spells a prep. Right, and I've been saying that Big haven't been looking as prep heavy because of that aggressive nature here, but that there on the CT side, it has to be something up here. This is a very heavy A lean.
Well, you convinced me as well with Gade smoke.
And the nade, it was like perfectly timed.
Right.
It's like they knew.
And you look at the information they were working with, I mean, nothing mid.
Nobody mid, nothing really B, and okay, I guess it's A. So back to where they go. GODSENT turn their attention one more time, and they're setting up for a piece. syrsoN isolated on the site here. Might get run on over. tabseN, Tizian, and Keto will need to contribute from jungle and window respectively, but they're up and syrsoN strikes.
Okay, hard shot. They've actually just jumped over that bullet. Matrix style. Tizian as well. Bending bullets. Wanted style. Quick adjustment. Felps is gone. They just want to hunt him down, yeah, and that's actually cost them their life. Barton on the jiggles. He's good for the shot, and so is dumau. What was a 2-man advantage is quickly equalized courtesy of these two fraggers, body baggers.
They've definitely got the aim on them here, but look at this again. Taco all the way back around the world, leading the charge, and well, Big, they've actually worked this one out. syrsoN passive on spawn. Gade, oh, I thought he was starting to rotate. Taco's already going to be in. He's already going to be well and truly in the site right here.
Yeah, he's so far ahead of the pack. This is nice.
Okay, he's going to hear the footsteps.
It's got like that kind of Gambit-esque vibe where Inters just goes and says, okay, everybody, you can come back over here.
Taco can lock this down right now.
Yeah, it's untouchable. I mean, there's util on Barton as well for this post plant. If he can get himself over there. There it goes. First of many.
Nice smoke. Really good
smoke
right
it's
there.
Really nice. Yeah, the fact he gets on the ledge means you'll essentially just be grey screened with your toes sticking out if you do want to jump through that. Nice response from syrsoN to close the gap and nullify the spot. A nade as well. Promising. Gate down. That's a big one. Barton doing everything. dumau as well. They've partnered up nicely. A pair of frags each, and that's enough for syrsoN. He pulls the plug, calls it quits. But take notes. A lot of nice util to be thrown out there.
Yeah, good stuff. And another Taco round where he's just rotated around the map here, used the over-rotation of Big against them, and that was it. Well, that's what tabseN said.
So viele 1 und 1.
Yeah, he accidentally said that in also. So that was the aggression you were talking about with Keto, right? So the first one here was obviously Keto creeping forward, and the second one was the fight that dumau had on stairs to make this one possible. Gade's timing and the nade was nice, but Barton alleviated that pressure with his position, and oh, dearie me. Well, Big have brought out double orbs. Taco's actually got a MAC-10 in his hands here, so we might see something a little bit pacier. Taco, Lato, Barton, and dumau quickly making their way towards the B bomb site. Smokes are sailing through the sky, and Keto, you need to hit a shot or two here, mate.
Oh, yeah, and he's set for success here. The first straight to the head of Taco. Knocks his beanie clean off.
They can cancel here. They don't have to commit to this GODSENT. Even though the idea was to go for a quick B exec, they don't have to stick to their guns. Felps has mid control. syrsoN is the only player he needs to get past.
He's going straight into him. syrsoN doesn't miss those, and 4-1-5, excuse me, where am I at? 3v5 is established. And oh no, they can't give him another dry peek. dumau's too well trained. Baited a little by tabseN steps, but he's just going to hit pause as his teammate looks to join him. Oh, and that's the end of him. So Big Clan back to their winning ways and taking combat all across the map. The AWPs have connected in a very big way. All info as well. A nice headshot out of tabseN. And Big Clan, I mean, this is exactly what they needed. After conceding the rounds they have, a clean CT round is promising for a full regulation.
Yeah, just don't want to give anything over to Lato here. Dink and dead, and there it is. They've reached the double digits now, Big, and through virtue of those double orbs. Keto with the first, syrsoN with the second. The wombo combo lighting the server up now. Consecutive rounds is what's lacking right now for the Germans. Over there, for the GODSENT side of things, the finances do start to come into question. Quito lucky that they didn't just go pedal to the metal on a fast B. He may have found himself overrun. And actually, opting for a full eco round right now. Loss bonus 1900 in the next, so you can understand why.
Wow.
Yeah, you don't see these every day of the week. And I think they should just opt to take their time about things here. One of these economy siphoning rounds for GODSENT. Allow Big to go through all their protocol utility, the smokes, the mollies, the HEs, the flashes. They all cost $y dues. And the finances in Counter-Strike, one of the most integral elements that define this game from others. You got to be a mathematician, an accountant. You got to know, what is it, with the angles? Is it trigonometry?
Yep.
Yep. Is it?
Your geometry.
Yeah, that too. And you got to be good with the mouse, even better with the keyboard.
Good with your mouth as well. You got to be able to like communicate
while shooting. Some players really struggle with that.
Probably a super highly underrated yet impossible to measure component as well is like your ability to have social skills.
Yes, that too. You need a very good memory in terms of the plethora of different grenades that you need to understand and remember.
Yeah, especially with the legal strap books.
Oh, they're legal now. We're fixed it. What else we got?
Sarcasm. I forgot sarcasm.
There's no sarcasm.
I'm sorry. I'm literally born this way.
It's banned.
No sarcasm.
We've banned it. Even when Fnatic play, sarcasm is banned. I don't care that there's 2.5 Brits in the server.
Ooh la la. Leave Alex McMeekin. It's the most British sounding.
I heard him speak in French in the hallway.
Yeah, well, I can speak some French too. Doesn't make me half. Oh, nearly done with this. Bang. Boom. Bow. And no, I thought a bomb plant was up for grabs there.
This is an episode of the original Batman. I don't know if you guys were there, but that's how they would do episodes. It would be Batman throwing a punch and they'd go, pow!
Pow!
And guys, I'm going to spoil it for you. If you ever go back and watch one of those episodes, you'll see them climbing up the side of walls. They're actually just climbing on the ground.
Falling on the floor.
Yeah. Sorry, that's the mystery of television.
Krakow! Katowice!
Ah, I see. All right, here we go. Money looking plentiful right now for Big as the double AWP setup retains here. Galil's out for 2 of the GODSENT members, and this one is looking a little bit more standard of a round. Lato on the extremity to deal with B, and when I say standard, they're actually going for 3 players quite quickly. Apartment, this could be a waterfall out of Palace. Tizian is about to have some company, I do believe.
I like this angle though, a little elevated, spotted, and eliminated. Oh, Barton, he has cracked into a wide open A site. And he's already surged into CT. This is going to be a near impossible retake for Big. I say it, Lato falls. And a couple of headshots from Tabson could change the dialogue immediately. They are all gathered. Communication as the bomb goes down. Decisions to be made now. Kits, frags, even trades. That's a big one out of dumau. And if Quito does hit that no-scope, it's game on. Hiding by the default box. Wow, tight angle. Rare to see that pay off in that capacity. dumau laughing as the nade lands, and well, that will be a GODSENT 12th. So they really are keeping it up here on the T side. An even distribution extended now with only 3 for Big to show for this second half. This will be their 5th.
Starting to chase here as well. They want to take this AWP out of the hands of Quito here. Taka's going to walk on in. He will go down, and dumau didn't make the jump, so won't be able to get up Cat in time. Quito fortunate to hold on to that one as the buy shouldn't be too many problems. 9K remaining for Quito here. He can even hook his brother of Tizian up in this one. And remember, winner of this into the quarterfinals. Loser down to play Fnatic tomorrow. So could be a spicy affair for either of these two teams. Smooth up against his old squad of many years ago.
God, yeah, I almost completely forgot about that.
He had to beat Snappy today. They played together on Contact for a little while.
Yeah, speaking to Smooth, he's just having fun. Happy to be here, and so is syrsoN. Given the freedom to go for an Aggie one like that, puts Taco to bed. The leader dead, gathered now towards A, but will they be able to embody that same Brazilian resistance?
Fading.
Oh, the bait, the frag, Lato tested, does combine with Barton for his double. And we've got ourselves a 2v2. Connector and CT, the likely engagements.
They've looked good in these mid-rounds, though, because they haven't just forced the issue, GODSENT, right? They've actually out-rotated Big in a couple of these rounds, and they could look to do the same again here. And the question is, with this, because there's so much time on the clock, they don't actually have to do the rotation. They can pause. They can just hit the brakes, wait, and then go back towards A, because Big, they have to respect it. They have to respect the fact that they know that they've been very cheeky with the rotations here. Keto might get a chance against dumau with that AWP up in the apartment. Spotted now, and dumau, that should be the round. That's a massive kill to
They've
make.
even got the re-smoke, Chad. This is really hard for Gade.
Needs to play through this, Gade. But he has to.
He is. Switched on to Dane, looking to deliver.
Did he get spotted there? Did dumau see him?
Looks like he's posted up in the hole.
They didn't see him.
They didn't. They have no idea. Gade. Couple of headshots required. dumau low. This is easy. Gade can really close the gap now. If he could just find Barton first, half health on him. They do line up for the spray. Gade comes up clutch in a crucial juncture of the game. That's a gap closer. And GODSENT just have the ball slip from their hands in the 1v2.
Jeez, that was so close right there. On the flash is when they must have missed Gade, right? Peek on up, because he was definitely exposed. But as dumau was jumping into the site to give himself a new position to work with right here, lost track of Gade. And from there, gets out the mop and bucket and cleans up a messy round for Big. But this is the turning point right now within this map. A timeout called, money for both teams in a position where they need to discuss how the buys are going to work. For Big, a little bit easier to do so. They can make this spread. It will be light on in certain areas. But for GODSENT, they also get this 30 seconds to decide what do they want to do. In the next round to play only 1900, they could go for a very light investment, or they could opt to get felps into an AK. They could get some Tech 9s and whatnot around that AK-47 and go for a set piece, because think about what they're doing, right? They did the waterfall in a couple of rounds before where they had 3 out of apartments. It was a good call, but a lot of the other rounds have felt quite execute heavy when the utility's there. So they definitely are a team who feel like they have a pocket strat or two, and this could be the moment to pull that out. The other alternative, take the save, give Big the 13th, and get the full rifles out in the next round. You can understand both options now, in this extra 30 seconds to talk things through. We're about to find out exactly how they want to get this one done. There is Gade, very fortunate that they've lined on up for him right there, trying to trade off of each other, but the HP not in their favor whatsoever. Barton, armor, with some smokes and flashes here from Barton. A deagle for Taco, they are force buying. There it is, huge call to be making here.
Yeah, and you talked about that felps AK, so all eyes on him. Barton's delivered, dumau's delivered, Taco on some entries, but it's felps that they'll be turning to, as we do see a very passive stance from Big.
Oh, they've read this well, Alex. Look at this. There's 3 players on the site. Gade, tabs and boost. They know this is coming.
Yeah, but the bomb's in Palace.
Oh, you're right.
What?
You're very right. This, right now, could be util from the B apartments, come up through the underpass position towards A.
Smoke window?
Oh, wow, okay. Is Taco outbraining Tabson here?
Yep.
Oh, get out, get out, get out!
Yes, and squeaky bum time on that. Perfect tap. Tizian on to Lato. And the A site is still on lock. It's lost its potency now. They have managed to slink on in.
The bomb plan essential here for GODSENT. They have to get this down.
And they have done so, courtesy of Taco. Boosted up, good movement from Taco. He doesn't quite finish it, his teammate will. 4 on 4, big
Huge
clan.
round, this one.
This is massive from GODSENT in response to a Gade 1v2. A full investment, a heavy gamble, a fruity call.
There's no kit?
They might just let it go.
There's no kit?
Letting it go?
Oh no, oh no.
And they could lose a lot here. There's still time on that clock. The crossfire's sketchy. syrsoN, what's your plan? Trying to strafe away. Tagged even farther. And GODSENT. That is a magnificent way to manufacture a 13th.
I can't believe it. It looked like Big had read it. You were right. You pointed out the bomb being over towards Palace. I didn't even clock that. And that right there is GODSENT snatching one away. This is such a huge turning point round. Like, Big had no choice, because if they went for that and they lost, they were bankrupt going forward. And the same thing for GODSENT, right? They had that choice. Do we force or do we take a set? If they lost that round, that was worth 2 for Big.
Yeah. Well, no, but then they're staring down the barrel of what, 14?
Oh, and now GODSENT are taking a timeout here. Unfortunately, Button carries through a MAC-10. There's a Famous for Taco and a Galil for dumau, so it's not the best of weapons to carry on through, but considering the cash, lucky they have anything in their hands here. Pressure moment now.
Yo, now this is interesting. I don't know if it's just, oh, never mind, it's just that graphic. We don't have the Silenced M4 vision. Oh. We don't have that.
That's all right, we can get that fixed. Good eyes.
Good eyes.
We'll get on that too.
Yeah. I was about to say, wow, somehow I'm the least perceptive person ever. I've just not noticed that they're actually equipped primarily with A4s. Not the case, and you can see that here displayed on the left-hand side of your screens. Big Clan's pick, but GODSENT clearly demonstrating an affinity for it themselves. Incredibly close game for them here. And syrsoN, we like to see some aggression. He's actually going to take his aggressive AWP. Uh-oh, run down by a MAC-10. High pressure scenario for syrsoN, but he's been given a lot of respect. Molly close. Felps has put Keto's name in the feed with a good frag. And hunting him down. Down goes the AWP. Big Clan, they went for the Hail Mary play. They were trying to catch GODSENT, but now tabseN's committing. Heavily aggressive.
They're all around him.
Two from every angle, two up top. Coming in from the underpass. He's got a nice little angle. Gade in support. They're doing everything they can to claw some control back of round 25 or 26. Okay, Gade, 10 HP and a dream. Taco slowly whittled away at, and with Tizian fragging as well. This is surely done. 8 HP as Tizian falls. And he's not looking the right way. Taco.
Oh, the knife.
Love that. Extra salt in the wound. 14 found. Big Clan's pick is slowly, methodically falling out of their favor.
Oh, the money situation right now is dismal.
Sour, bro.
Oh, they saved the guns to have a double dip, and Big up against the wall right now. Your options super limited here. Take the save and fight against 15 overtime. Looking like the likely way that Big can get this one done. GODSENT, opportunity to get the 15th round for free right here.
Yeah, they're not even playing for it.
Yeah, they just need to get past a P250 and a deagle. That's it. That is it. This would be the worst time to lose a round like this, and I surely it doesn't happen.
I can't even create the story in my head as to how that goes down, because we don't have a gamble right now. They're always just spread out. A 3-2 split of their defensive resources, and by the resources I mean a P250 and a Desert Eagle.
Well, that's $1,000 combined.
Yeah. Get yourself
big spender.
Month's rent.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cat and mouse. Tom and Jerry.
There we go. Okay.
And as always,
the mouse gets away.
The mouse gets away.
The mouse gets away. In Tom and Jerry.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, did Tom ever?
I doubt it. They couldn't have kept doing episodes, could they?
They couldn't give him a win?
Was Tom
I guess.
out?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, I don't think he ever won, because that would be the end of the show.
Because
he would have eaten the mouse.
Predator.
Yeah, just for everybody playing at home. I know it's playful and whatnot in the cartoon, but really he's trying to eat the mouse.
Yeah, but we know that the world is a rather weird place. I'm sure there is a mouse and cat that are friends.
Probably.
You know, somewhere out there. They hang out. He takes him for rides.
Sure. Yeah, brings him cheese.
Yeah, like a little kind of two-way relationship. Good vibes for both of them. 3 rounds required.
Okay.
Anyway, 3 rounds on the trot required, and we do get that syrsoN glass cannon, so I don't think we'll be seeing any Aggie moves from him this time.
Oh, you were from Keto.
On the other hand, has already...
Oh, no.
I was gonna say drawn blood. Instead, he himself has fallen. tabseN joins them, and GODSENT have absolutely no excuses for not ending Mirage right here, right now.
Yeah, this is their map. Well, no, it's not. It's Big's map, but it's looking like GODSENT are going to be the first to 16 across the finish line here. And guess what's waiting in the wings? Nuke up next. Ooh. 3 kills away.
A glass cannon as well, so they do know strength in numbers. As to GODSENT, so with that said, they are going to start pack rolling up mid for some info.
Felps is perfectly placed for an aggressive maneuver like this with the AWP.
They gave him the AWP on his low HP, so he's still contributing.
That's his 3rd kill. 2 more to find now. Gade and syrsoN chasing their tails. syrsoN up close and personal towards a ramp. You can actually send Taco out now just to find where somebody is.
This will be our first 3rd map.
Yeah, and I think it's also happening on the B stream simultaneously as Gade doing his best to fight tooth and nail to make sure it doesn't end just here. The next device to the AWP, but they know where both are. Taco out of the apartments right now. Hot toes for syrsoN, forced on back.
Oh, the bomb. He is in Palace. Oh, and Gade needs it, gets it. This is starting to get awkward. Don't forget, felps is low. Pressure on dumau, bomb on his back in the Palace, and with 18 seconds left, he has to plant.
I think it's B again.
Oh, no, they have completely evacuated the wrong bomb site.
Or do they? Is it just the reposition right here, giving himself a better vantage point, a better angle, bomb going down, open plant.
Contested by felps. Oh, still with the low HP, still on for the ace to pull GODSENT into Big Clan's pick, and he will join dumau. That is GODSENT breaking big on their map pick. We will have to separate them on nuke. Off to 3. It took us a day. It took us a few series, but IEM Winter 2021 sees some third maps. We'll see you in a minute.